Your information station. WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. And Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Find those streams on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or WTIM TV YouTube. I'm here on the phone with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. Great to have you here, Mr. Mayor.
Great to be here, Avery. Thank you.
So, city council meeting tonight. We'll talk a little bit about that. But first, I understand Taylorville right now is getting ready for its big 4th of July celebration.
Right. The annual 4th of July parade will be on July 4th at 10 a.m. Line up at the Christian County Fairgrounds at 9. And then after the parade, I'll have my annual hot dog luncheon on the square. So we're really looking forward to it. And I hope everyone can come out and enjoy the parade and the luncheon.
I understand, too, there's a lot of different events for the 4th of July celebration that weekend, including stuff out at the lake.
Right. We'll have the Optimist Club will have their annual fireworks program out there at the lake at dusk on the 4th of July on the Monday evening. We'll also have some food trucks out at the marina that weekend, and just want everyone to come out to the lake and enjoy the 4th of July weekend. The parade motto this year is Celebrate America, so I want everyone to dress up in red, white, and blue. And as you know, Avery, this year the 7th grade girls state champion basketball team is going to be the parade marshals. So looking forward to that and looking forward to a great parade.
Fantastic. Are there any other events that I'm missing here for the 4th of July weekend?
Well, Friday night is the first Friday of the month, so we'll have the car show on the downtown square, and Saturday we'll have the farmers market also. So I guess you're talking about Sunday, my wife's birthday. Is that what you're bringing up?
Well, that's not what I was referring, but we can talk about that too.
Yeah, my lovely wife's birthday is July 3rd, and so I have to celebrate that. And like I said, the 4th of July parade's big in Taylorville, and hope you maybe walk or ride in the parade with us, Avery.
Perhaps. I don't know what I'm doing that weekend, so maybe.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
You just stay in Taylorville.
Yeah, that's right. I do plan on coming in and watching some fireworks, and we'll see what happens on that front. Now, that car show, that's a relatively new development in Taylorville, isn't it?
Development, yeah. Small town Taylorville is the originator of that. It's the first Friday of the month, and we had a great turnout on the June first Friday. And I think we had like 160 or 170 different cars. So we're looking for that many, if not more, on Friday, July 1st, coming up in about, a week and a half.
Anyone can go out with their classic car and show it on the first Friday of every month throughout the summertime, right?
Correct. Yeah, run all the way till October. I think October is the last car show scheduled. So just remember the first Friday in the month. Head up to the downtown square in Taylorville, and you'll be treated to a great car show.
Right. And then, of course, Saturday, the farmers market, as you mentioned. Then going to be a lot of different events for actual 4th of July. That's Monday, 4th of July, including the Optimist Club's fireworks show and the parade for City of Taylorville. Speaking of city, go ahead.
Go ahead, Avery. I'm also planning on, we'll be putting up the flags at the cemetery for the 4th of July weekend. I believe we're going to start putting them up on Thursday, June 30th at, say, 5 o'clock. So anyone out there would like to volunteer to put flags up at the cemetery and just, have our cemetery looking good for the 4th of July weekend will be much appreciative.
Speaking of Taylorville City Council and whatnot, a big meeting tonight. Tell me about some of the things that you are going to discuss.
Well, like I said, we're going to oil and chip Illini Drive. We put the asphalt down a couple weeks ago and get that ready. Today we've started oil and chip in the marina out there at the lake, which was much needed. And we're starting to do some more road projects. As you know, at the last council meeting, I asked each alderman to get roads in their ward that they would like to see oiled and chipped. So hopefully they'll have a list of them tonight, and we can continue to do road work. As like I said, everyone sees the road work we're doing on East Main. We were happy enough to get a grant from the state, and I just like to mention something. We're looking to get a $2.5 million grant from the federal government. Congressman Davis is spearheading that effort. And like I said, it's money's well spent on improving our areas and especially our downtown and our business areas.
Who is Zach Braun? I understand he will be recognized as Youth of the Month.
Right. He's the Eagle Scout that put together his project describing the howitzer out at the War Memorial. We had a little ceremony dedicating that a couple weeks ago over Memorial Day weekend. And just thought it was such a great effort on his part and his family's part that I just thought it would be great to honor him tonight as Youth of the Month for helping the city out with their War Memorial out there by the lake on his Eagle Scout project. So great honor for us to have him honor us with the howitzer presentation. And like I said, it's just I try to honor at least one youth a month, and this month happens to be Zach Braun's month.
What stuck out to you about that howitzer project?
Well, just how time consuming it was, and how the perfection that he had to put into it. This kid, I don't know how old he is. I don't even think he has his driver's license yet. Probably 15, maybe 16, and just the precision at the project. I invite everyone to go out there by the memorial and look at his project and how he did help the War Memorial.
Moving on from Youth of the Month, by the way, congratulations to Zach Braun. Under committee the reports, the board will look into a UTG2 locator for the Water Environmental Department. What is a UTG2 locator?
I knew you were going to ask me that, and I'm not really sure what that is. So I'll have to defer that to our water committee, and hopefully they can answer it. It's something that they say was much needed, and so I agree with them, and we'll go from there.
All righty. Well, some of the other into the weeds of the agenda a little bit more. A counteroffer to American Tower for the lease of the tower at Lake Taylorville. I understand the board rejected an offer, or a bid rather, last city council meeting. This is a development on that a little bit more. Can you tell me more?
Right. Well, we right now they pay us. I believe it's like $14,000 a month or a year for leasing our tower out by the lake, and they would like to get a perpetual lease or buy the tower for $250,000, and we thought that was a little bit low when we asked our accountant, what would be the actual value of it now, and he suggested between $300,000 and $350,000. So we'll give our attorney permission to seek $350,000 for this tower, and probably what will happen, they'll come back with a counter offer, and we'll see what we'll do. The risk that the city is risking is what if that tower is obsolete in a few years and we're not able to get any income from it, with the changing in technology, that we really might not know if that tower will be useful or not. But for some reason, the company wants a perpetual lease, so they think it's going to still be valuable. So like I said, it's one of those things. How much money should we get for it, and how much are they willing to give?
What is its use as of right now?
Well, they run their satellite signals off that tower, and then they sell advertising off that tower too. So it's very useful to them, and we'll see what happens.
Let me reintroduce you here. That is Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry right here on the WTIM Morning Show, talking about the city council meeting occurring tonight at the Taylorville Municipal Building. Your stream brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. More from Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry after this short break.
WTIM.
Bring it on. It's the Green Tag Sales Event going on now at Sloan's. Now get 4.9% for 60 months on John Deere Z300s and 500s. Or your plus size deal gets you 0.9% for 36 months on John Deere Z700s. 4.9 for 60 months and 0.9 for 36 months. Some restrictions apply. See Sloan Implement for details. Offer ends 8/2/22. How will you make the most of your mow? Find out at Sloan's today.
Powered up with Sloan.
In the race for state senate in the 54th district, there is only one conservative Republican choice, Don DeBolt. Don is running to take on the tax-raising politicians whose policies are wrecking our state. Don is a businessman like Trump, who's fighting for meaningful tax relief for working families and will oppose woke policies such as critical race theory and Pritzker's mask and vaccine mandates. Stand up for your conservative values by voting for conservative Don DeBolt for state senate on June 28th.
Paid for by DeBolt for Illinois.
I'm Sarah Van Huss, Assistant Vice President at People's Bank and Trust in Pana and Taylorville. People's Bank and Trust is proud of their longtime sponsorship of Taylorville High School Students of the Month on the many News Talk WTIM platforms on AM, FM, and online.
My name's Caden Perini. My parents are Shane and Sarah. My activities, I do CACC welding out in Springfield. My hobbies are skateboarding, I'm into cars, I love music, and in my future plans are hopefully a welding job with CAT or any other big company in Illinois and outside of Illinois.
People's Bank and Trust congratulates these Taylorville High School Students of the Month and wishes them the best in their continued education. We put people first at People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Dr. Emily Smith here from Vision Source Taylorville across from the high school. Summer is here. As you venture outdoors and on vacations, remember to protect your eyes from harmful UV rays with a new pair of sunglasses. And while you're picking out a new pair of shades for yourself, schedule your child's comprehensive eye exam before the new school year. Undetected vision problems can interfere with their learning. Go back to school in style and give your family's eyes the love they need. Schedule an appointment by calling 287-2020. Taylorville Vision Source, enhancing vision, enriching lives.
Hi there, I'm here to tell you a little about this new program called Safe to Help Illinois.
Maybe you know somebody who's being bullied, or worse, thinking about hurting themselves or others. If you don't feel safe telling an adult about the things that are happening around you, check out Safe to Help.
Safe to Help is not about snitching or getting someone in trouble. It's about helping one another out.
You can call, you can text.
You can download the free mobile app, and it's all over social media.
So what do you say? Let's give it a try.
Brought to you by IEMA.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm here on the phone with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry, talking about the city council meeting tonight, and just kind of going through the agenda. Tell me about this residential solar permit application.
Well, right now the city doesn't have anything on the books to allow a ground mount structure for solar. We do allow them on the roofs, and we're wanting people to get a permit and see if that will help us keep a little bit more look to it on it.
Gotcha. The board is also taking a look at employee salary ordinances with some changes to maximum and minimum rules. Starting to get into the weeds a little bit once again. If you could maybe simplify that a little bit.
Well, what's happened are our ordinances for salaries that we pay our non-bargaining employees have sort of been outdated. The council's looking to update them, and we've found that, in order to keep good employees, especially at the upper levels, like our chiefs of police and fire chief, we're going to have to pay them more money. And I'm, really happy to see the council adapt that. And then we're going to try to see what we can do to increase some of our other superintendent salaries as we go along. So that's something that what's needed. Next year, we'll go into bargaining agreements with our union. So we need to get the structure fixed and go from there.
And let's see. Well, lots that else that you guys are talking about.
Well, I'd just like to
Go ahead.
reiterate, last week, we opened up our firehouse for our cooling center. I don't think we needed it this weekend, but tomorrow's supposed to be 95 or so, 98. So the cooling center will be open all week at the firehouse. Anybody that's in need of some cooler air is welcome to go in there from 10 in the morning till 8 at night. Like I said, there's a lot of people. I just would wish everyone to check on their neighbors, especially if they're elderly. Make sure, that they got some type of fan or air conditioned. I know Safe Passage program, our police department are working well, trying to get people window air conditioners and things like that. So, like I said, we're all in this together. We try to help everyone as we can, and hopefully, if your neighbor is in need, feel free to call my office, 287-7946. Call my cell phone at 827-7166, and we'll get through this heat wave in the next week or so and get ready for the 4th of July parade and the festivities.
Above average temperatures expected throughout the summer across the country, not just in Taylorville. So,
well, I know, and like I said, our cooling center will be open any day that it is needed. Looking forward to the county fair in a month or so. I think the month of July 19th through the 23rd. The journey in July that we have, our downtown merchants have a shopping spree the weekend 15th through the 17th, I believe it runs. So, like I said, I know there's a lot of activities to do in Taylorville, but one of the main things is we need to keep everyone healthy and keep them hydrated, and I guess try to keep them cool.
Shifting gears a little bit, I understand there's a couple new police sergeants taking the oath of office.
Right, we had Police Sergeant David Herbstreet's going to retire at the end of the month, and one of our sergeants, Alan Mills, has been selected to be our new school resource officer. So we're in need of 2 new sergeants, and we're going to promote Jeremy Allward to a sergeant position, and also Chase Dickey, both good officers for our force, been here quite a few years, and they're going to take over the sergeant's position. So we'll swear them in tonight and look forward to them doing great work. Like I said, I just can't say enough about the work that Police Chief Wheeler and Assistant Chief Childers does with our force. We're out there fighting our drug issue day after day after day, weekends after weekends, nights. I get calls or texts from Chief Wheeler periodically about what's going on, and just thank them for a job well done.
Also, there's going to be a addition to the library board.
Correct. We had Gary Merker resign for his spot from the library board. I think he'd been a member for 30 years. My shout out to Gary. What a wonderful job he did. What a community-minded individual. Gary has shown whatever the community needed him, or his wife who passed away, whatever the community needed, they were always ready to step forward. And Gary thought it was time for him to step down, but he's not done helping the community. Hopefully I can convince him to come on board with another one of our boards. And we're going to appoint Deborah Kent. She just moved back here from California, and asked me to appoint her, and I think it'd be a great addition for our library board.
Lots else to talk about, but it'll have to wait for another time. One more minute, though, Mayor Barry. I wanted to give you another chance to talk about the 4th of July events coming up here in a couple weeks.
Well, like I said, July 4th, our annual parade, 10 a.m. We'll march off, line up at 9. I'll have my annual hot dog luncheon on the square. Izzy Miller, a local talent, a senior in high school, just graduated, is going to provide music for the event. Hot dogs will be provided by Angelo's and Ron's Produce, chips and buns by Walmart and Kroger. And Bob Ridings is going to have his ice cream truck there, giving ice cream to all the kids. But the big thing is the parade. just again, congratulating the 7th grade girls state basketball championship team. They're going to be the parade marshals. They haven't let me know if they're going to ride in the back of pickup trucks or if they're going to walk. I hope they walk and they're able to associate with the crowd and let the kids see that great success is still available in Taylorville, and we're going to support them in everything they do.
That's Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry here on the WTIM Morning Show. Thank you so much, Mayor Berry.
Thank you, Avery. I'll see you the 4th.
See you the 4th.
WTIM.